Today we've got a good matchup ahead between the LA Dodgers and the New York Yankees. Two great hitters lead their teams to battle next on MLB Network. Now batting, Brian Dozier. He will lead this one off today.
Leading off the afternoon for the Dodgers.
Here's the first pitch to him.
Brian Dozier.
Left side of the infield into the shift. Throw just in time as they get him by an eye left. The chance now for the Los Angeles Dodgers starting lineup. Thoughts, Dan? Who stands out?
You know, I'm looking for a big performance out of that guy in the 6th spot. Last season, he won the National League Rookie of the Year, and I'll tell you what, he was...
Goes the other way and sends it deep down the right field line. And he will run this one down, moving to his left, and that's the second out of the inning.
Third baseman, Justin.
Into the box now, Justin Turner. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. First pitch coming, here it is. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. Time to check our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Freddie Ferguson.
Hey, D-Row, you better be ready to swing, particularly at that low pitch. Freddie Ferguson, low ball umpire.
Yeah, it makes it tough on the offense. I was a guy who liked the low ball, but that usually means those guys are susceptible to that slider in the dirt. You have to see the ball up, and this guy doesn't give you a chance.
Frozen on strike 3 for the final out of the inning. Dodgers down. Clayton Kershaw, a Texas-born left-hander, gets the starting nod. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Well, Clayton Kershaw, he just breathes different air than everybody else. The best pitcher in the game of baseball. Good fastball, good changeup, good cutter, and a terrific curveball. When you think about the Cy Young Award, he's always in the mix. He's good, he's strong, he's left-handed, and he's quite simply one of the greatest pitchers.
Meanwhile here, this is going to be trouble out there in left center, as it ought to be good for extra bases. And he'll pull into second here with nobody out.
He just tattoos this ball right here. Tried to sneak a fastball in on him? No way. Drives it to deep left center field gap, and that was a nice job to get the barrel around in time to score that baby up.
From the stretch. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike.
Well, that's a tough pitch to take right there, right down the middle. But I think that happens when you're facing a good pitcher like this guy. The last thing you're expecting is one right down the pipe, and unfortunately, he let that one go, and he'd like to have that pitch back to take a good swing at that one.
Working for the punch out and the offering. Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first down. With that, it's time to check out the starting lineup for the hometown Yankees. Danny, who stands out to you?
Well, Matt, we all know it. The man to watch, Giancarlo Stanton. He finished last season with the most home runs in the major leagues. He won the Major League home run title. He can put a ball into orbit when he catches it, and I hope he catches one in this game.
Didi Gregorius comes on with one away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike. Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. Gone. He finds the short porch for a home run. So a 2-run homer down the line in left, and this is now a 2-0 lead for the Yankees.
As a pitcher, you just have to shake your head at this one. It was a decent pitch, but this guy's just so dang strong that he's able to muscle it to the opposite field and get it out of here. Almost isn't fair to us mere mortals.
And he'll try to crowd him there to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. Still only 1 out in the inning. Left it up in the zone, but it's a strike. 1-1. Now a swing, and the barrel of the bat breaks in 2 that time. A shuffle over to Kershaw covering to record the out.
Batting fifth, first baseman, Luke Voigt.
So striding in, Luke Voigt, looking to get on base and keep this first inning alive. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And that one just missed outside. Kershaw, a native Texan. This is his first year at the big league level.
Yeah, Matty, you ain't kidding right there. 10 years, we refer to that in the biz as hitting full pension.
And the pitch. A ball and a strike. Voigt swings the bat and throws from the right side and stands at 6'3". He was taken in the 22nd round back in the draft of 2013.
I know this guy wouldn't go into the category of superstar.
Line to shortstop. He's there to make the play, and that ends the inning. Here's Manny Machado now. He'll get us started in the top of the second.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Throw to first will be in time, and there's one gone here to start the second.
First baseman,
Digging in, number 13. This will be his first trip to the plate in this one. First pitch coming. Here it is. Fouled off. One out, nobody on. And this catches the inside corner. Good spot there. It's 0-2.
We're seeing quite a few pitches up from him right now, and that can obviously be dangerous. A cold strike there, but he might need to lower his sights a little bit.
And he looks at a ball, 1-2. And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner. Belted high and deep into right center. Judge looks up. Gone!
I can tell you one thing. You might get away with throwing a ball in that location in the minor leagues, but when you get one up like that in the zone right over the plate against these guys, you're going to get exactly what he got, a really bad result.
So that'll bring in the National League rookie home run record holder Cody Bellinger. Drilled down the line. Sabathia ready with the 0-1. Missed with a slider.
After two breaking pitches, there's a pretty good chance right now you're probably going to get something right in the middle of the strike zone to swing at. So if you're looking for it, go ahead and turn that baby loose.
Now a swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. Here's Sabathia on 1-2. This one for the shortstop, Gregorius. Throw gets him, 2 down. So here's Matt Kemp now. He's assuming the role of DH in this interleague matchup.
Yeah, Matt, that's one of the funny things about National League teams playing in AL ballparks. All of a sudden, the lineup kind of changes dramatically. But the cool thing is it gets more guys a chance to get some at-bats or time in the field.
Line drive to left. Gardner is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. The Dodgers do get one back on the solo home run. On to the bottom of inning number 2. It's the Yankees 2 and the Dodgers 1. Coming to the plate now, Miguel Andujar, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Tough pitch to lay off. The slider stays high for ball 1. Takes a high fastball for a strike. Had him off stride that time, and it's 1-2.
After that swing, you just got to reset yourself. You still have a strike to work with, and you can't be thinking about how silly you just looked on that last pitch.
Short, hit hard. Throw to first is in time for the first down.
Hey, let's take a look at the Dodgers on defense. And the guy who brought home gold last year resides at second base in this one today. The ability to pivot with anybody in the game, turn in double plays, hand over fist. The ability to have range both right and left, and makes all the routine plays.
A ball and a strike. Bases are empty, one man out. And a slider gets away from him here as it just about got him in the ankle. And it misses. 3-1 now.
Right there, it's a temptation pitch. Power hitters like this are looking for pitches that they can drive. So that may have been one where he was trying to get him to chase up above the zone a little bit.
Here's the two-seam fastball that bears in a bit too tight. It's ball 4. Stepping into the box, Gleyber Torres.
Number 25.
He's set, and the pitch. Takes a knee-high fastball. Set to deliver the 0-1. Drilled right back up the middle. Machado is there. The Dozier for 1. Throw to first is going to be offline, so they just get the 1 on the play.
Well, he definitely rushed himself on that return throw to first there, and he threw it away. They got the force at second, and the runner didn't advance, so it'll just be scored a fielder's choice.
Here comes the first pitch. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. There goes Torres off of first. Pitch outside, the throw. And it's far too late as he steals second with ease.
It was pretty obvious he would likely be on the move with 2 outs, and I'm sure the defense knew it too. But he has lightning speed and was able to take the bag anyways.
And there's ball 2 now.
Good time to be a 9-hole hitter right now. More than likely going to get a good pitch to hit. The top of the order is looming on deck. Good spot to be a good hitter right now.
The 2-1. Sent on the ground out to second. They'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. So, welcome back to Major League Baseball on MLB Network as we're set for the top half of the third from the Bronx. First pitch of the at-bat. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Judge is under it. And that's the first out of the inning. Now in the box, Austin Barnes. Pitch on the way. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. A sinker over the outside corner for strike 2. Lifted down the line in left. And no one will track it down. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Now that ball's hit well, deep down the left field line, headed toward the foul pole. Gone!
Yeah, after this blast, the 3rd home run of the game, you can see why this place is known as a launching pad. Balls leave this place in a hurry, so I wouldn't be surprised if we see more before this thing is over.
The batter, number 6. Second baseman.
Here's Brian Dozier now.
Dozier.
As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. Second appearance here. He grounded out to start the ball game. Slider, and that's in there for strike two.
So back-to-back sliders for strikes. Does he come back with yet another?
There's another slider. That's back-to-back good sliders, and this guy's breaking ball is really good. And when he's throwing it well like he is, and he's confident with it, he can throw it 3 or 4 times in a row. A really good slider in this one.
Here's another one that's drilled. This one to left. That one's out of here. Back-to-back home runs. Well, we've now seen 4 homers combined between these two clubs today. What are your thoughts, guys?
Matty V, this is kind of a mini home run derby, D-Roll. Ball flying out of the ballpark today.
Just great approaches by both lineups today. We were around the cage during batting practice. Both were super confident, and it's coming to fruition today.
And this is low, ball one. Hernandez playing here in his age 26 season. He was taken in the 6th round back in the 2009 MLB draft.
Hey, this middle round selection is still developing, but he's doing it at the big league level, and he has a lot of time to get his tool set ironed out.
Called strike on the change, 2-1.
Love the pitch call there. 2-0. You know the guy's geared up for a fastball, and you drop a changeup in the zone. That's going to be a tough pitch to handle.
3-1 to the Dodgers left fielder. Justin Turner will be next. And it's up to a 3-2 full count now. Still only 1 out in the inning. Oh, could it be 3 in a row? And that ball gets down out near the wall and should be extra bases. Oh, and the throw back in is a wild one.
That base hit was screaming off the bat, and our show track technology more than confirms it. 111 miles an hour was the exit velocity of that line drive.
Stepping in now, Justin Turner, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. First time up, he went down looking. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. Hernandez leads off second with 1 gone in the inning. Hit hard on the ground to second. And a diving effort there, but it'll come up empty. It's a base hit. And they'll add another run to their lead as the run scores from second to make it 4-2 now.
Now batting.
Digging in to try it again, Manny Machado. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And he takes a pitch right down the middle. 3 runs already home here. Oh, can't spot the cutter any better than that. 0-2 now. Here's the 0-2 from Sabathia. Grounder down the line at third. Andujar's got it to second for 1. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. Around the horn. Striding in once again, Aaron Hicks. He scored a run after stroking a double in his first at-bat. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. There's a strike. Takes this the other way to right. Puig is there, and he makes the catch for the out.
Good contact to start out the inning. Thought he might be on base with some sort of a hit, but it hung up there too long. Just unlucky that time.
Here's big Aaron Judge. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. Judge, who fittingly gets the nickname All Rise. He was a first-round pick back in the draft of 2013.
Yeah, Matt, you cannot miss on your first rounder. And they didn't with this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar.
Outside, 3-0 now.
I'd be shocked if this wasn't a 4-pitch walk right here. He doesn't want to mess around and leave something over the heart of the plate and get beat in this situation.
A strike, and it's 3-1.
Great job on those last 2 pitches of varying speeds. Gave him a hard fastball, and then he locked him up with a changeup.
And this misses for ball 4. The second walk he surrendered here in the first 3 innings.
Now batting.
Digging in now, Didi Gregorius. He hit a 2-run jack in his first at-bat.
That wasn't a bad pitch in his last at-bat when he hit that home run opposite field. Sometimes as a pitcher, you simply have to tip your cap to the hitter. That was a really good swing and a great piece of hitting.
0-1 the count.
Might have been cheating for another fastball, trying to get the head to that one early. Pitcher pulled the string with a nasty breaking ball and had him a little bit out in front.
A pause, and the 0-2. Stung into the gap in right center for what should be extra bases. Judge rounds third and is digging for the plate. The relay, and he is in there with an RBI triple.
Hey, with that base hit right there, that's his 3rd run batted into the game.
Yeah, he's the reason, Dan, they're even in this one to begin with. He's kept his team together with a great approach, finding his 3rd RBI of the day.
Giancarlo Stanton now, as he'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball 1. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Now the 1-0 is taken, strike 1.
Hey, I don't mind that batter taking that strike right there. He's walked a couple people early in this game. Got to find out if he can find the zone. If he wants to walk them all in, we'll take it.
Now the 1-1 pitch. Smoked on the ground up the middle. And that's going to be a base hit as the run comes in, and we've got ourselves a 4-4 ball game.
Hey, good job of hitting right there, D-Roy. Runner on third, less than 2 outs. All you want to do is put the ball in play. He did just that. Hits a grounder right up the middle that drives in a run.
Yeah, it took it right back at where it came from. All you're trying to do is avoid the corners. Hit something hard up the middle, whether it be on the ground or in the air. You're going to drive the runner.
And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike 1. The 0-1 pitch. A ground ball to third, and they could get 2. There's 1. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. So they get a couple of runs on 2 hits, no errors, and no one left aboard. On now to the top of inning number 4, and we are tied 4-4.
Leading off for the Dodgers.
Now to the plate, number 13. He went deep in his first at-bat, and we'll see what he's got in store for us here. And that one's in on the hands to start the inning. It's ball 1.
Been a real big struggle for him so far on the mound. 4 runs and only 3 innings, so it'll be interesting to see if he can settle in at all and make some adjustments, or if this start will continue to run downhill.
From the windup, the 2-0 pitch. Hard hit ball to second. Torres has it. Throw to first in time. 1 gone here in the 4th.
Now batting, center fielder.
Next for the Dodgers, Cody Bellinger comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. Here's the first pitch to him. Now a swing and a miss as they start him out on a pitch well inside for strike 1.
2 things pitchers really love: called strike 3s and jamming hitters. How about that? Talk about that jam right there. That's about as good as it gets.
Count now, a ball and a strike. Here it comes on 1-1. Good looking sinker on the inside corner. 4 runs, 5 hits. No errors for the Dodgers thus far. Hot shot to third. Andujar brings it in. Throw on to first is in time, and Sabathia's got himself 2 quick outs.
Up next for the Dodgers.
So here's Matt Kemp now.
Matt Kemp.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Knee-high slider that he takes a look at. 4 runs, 5 hits. No errors for the Dodgers thus far. Well hit to right, but a foul ball.
Can't imagine he comes back with a third breaking ball. That hitter looked like he timed that one up pretty well and just missed it, fouling it away.
Ground ball right into the shift. On to first, and it's dropped. Luckily for him, though, there'll be no advance. So dig. In now, Yasiel Puig. He flew out in his last at-bat. Greg Bird is going to come on as a defensive replacement now as he takes over at first base. Now the first pitch from CC. And a strike called at the knees, 0-1. A 1-1 count to Puig. Tight game here early on. 4-4 the score here in inning number 4. Heading out towards shallow right. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. So coming to the plate, Miguel Andujar. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Back to work now is Kershaw as he jumps ahead of the leadoff man, 0-1. Well hit to right, but that's a foul ball. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Now he gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. And that's a swinging strike 3 in the dirt. And he makes the throw to first. Andujar is retired, and there's one away. At the plate, Gary Sanchez. He drew a walk his first time up. Here's the first pitch to him. There's a fastball that just misses. Ball 1. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone. 1 out, nobody on. One and 2 to the Yankees catcher.
If I'm the guy in the batter's box right here, I have to take a step out, adjust my batting gloves, take the pull side out of it, because that was 3 fastballs in a row.
But unfortunately, right at the shortstop for the second out.
Now batting, number 25.
In now, Gleyber Torres. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Kershaw gets the sign. First pitch on the way. A slider that just grabs the outside corner. Missed with a breaking ball.
Okay, 21.
He jumps on this one. It's high and deep to center. Gone! Here's Brett Gardner now.
Brett Gardner.
As he takes a cold strike at the knees, it's 0-1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Swung on, and this one's driven in the air as well to deep right field. And it's out of here. Back-to-back 2-out home runs. A solo shot here to straightaway right field, and it's now 6-4. Well, that's the 6th home run we've watched leave the yard in this one. Guys, what do you think's behind the hitting we've seen here today?
Dan, they're absolutely not going to cover off the ball. I'm curious to get your take on this. I didn't find it to be the truth. I didn't mind hitting at night, but a lot of guys say they see the ball better during the day.
You know what's funny, D-Row, is I preferred to pitch in night games as opposed to day games. I always thought it was advantage to the hitter, and so far that looks like it's the case in this one right here. They must be seeing the ball really well because they're just absolutely smoking the baseball right now.
2 balls and a strike now to the Yankees leadoff man. 2 out, nobody on. Liner in there for a base hit. And he'll make it to second base now with 2 gone.
Just an absolute laser that time, screaming off the bat, if you will. And Show Track tells us it went out at 112 miles an hour. Those are the line drives you can hear as they go by.
Here's big Aaron Judge, as he'll watch a first pitch curveball drop in there for strike 1. It was a walk in his last trip. Comes set with the 0-1. Missed low and inside with it, 1-1. And he hung a curveball that time that stayed high.
He's not having his best outing in this one, and I think that curveball is part of the reason why. He couldn't get on top of that one, and that's not the first time that's happened.
Now the 2-1. Swung on, and this ball is absolutely crushed. Forget about it. Into the second deck and gone. Rise, Aaron Judge, a 2-run shot, and they double him up. It's 8-4. This one has turned into a slugfest of Ruthian proportions. 7 combined big flies. You guys remember seeing anything like that in a while?
Yeah, hey, Matty V, this big ballpark in the Bronx has that short porch in right field, D-Row, but you can hit the ball out of just about any part of this ballpark.
Yeah, this place plays sneaky small. I know it's got big gaps, but right field is so juicy. As a right-handed hitter, you don't feel like you have to cheat. Not surprised by what we saw today.
Alex Wood answers the call from the pen here in the 4th as they didn't get the outing they were hoping for from their starter. Giancarlo Stanton now. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. First pitch on its way. Hit hard on the ground to second. And that finds its way through for a base hit.
Hey, that was a well-executed pitch down and away. Sometimes you got to tip your hat to the offense. It's a nice piece of hit. Maybe not what he was looking for, but the result is there.
The left-handed power Bird digs in now. And he'll promptly send it in the air out to center field. Bellinger's there to put it away and finally put an end to the inning. 9 men come to the plate, 4 score. At the plate, Austin Barnes. He's off to a hot start in this one. Homered his first time around. First offering on its way. Hit hard up the middle. He gets dirty, but he can't get there, and it's into center field.
Hey, another leadoff knock right there. This game has been full of offense, full of traffic on the base pass. Let's see who's going to get that big double in the gap and clear.
First pitch on its way. Looks at a sinker on the outside corner. Barnes on at first, nobody out. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike.
Not looking good after being down 0-2. I think at the very least, you got to work this pitcher's count a little bit. Try and get back into a decent count where maybe you can come through.
The 0-2 once more. Swing and a little tapper. That winds up foul. Sliced hard on the ground. That gets through, and he'll reach base again on his second base hit of the game. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Well, that's just a tastier role. You got to make a little bit better pitches with 2 strikes. Jumps ahead 0-2, and then a couple of foul balls, and on pitch number 5, he squares one up for a base hit.
Yeah, I can't tell you how nice that feels right there. You battle to get and count leverage and fight to get your ace swing off. 0-2, you're almost turned around walking back to your dugout, so that's a nice piece of hitting.
Awfully close with the slider there, but it's 1. None out, runners at first and second. And here's one that's taken for a ball. It's now 2-1 to the Dodger left fielder.
Boy, he better get it back together here quick because he's got 2 guys on already. He's starting to lose location of that strike zone. He's got to throw a strike right here.
On to first, and they get them both.
Well, there's the pitcher's best friend right there. The inning was off to a rough start, right? But nothing changes that like a good old 2-ball. We'll see if they can strand the runner at third now.
First delivery to him on the way. There's a changeup over the outside corner.
It's really hard to match up this poor performance when you dive into the numbers. This guy's thrown over 80% of his first pitches for strikes, but he's going to need to have to clean his stuff up a little bit better and get the ball down in the strike zone.
2 quick strikes, and now the 0-2. Popped him up. Bird in foul ground, and he brings it in on the warning track. Here's Miguel Andujar now. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Very weakly on the ground. That's a foul ball. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. To short. Taken in by Machado. And there's one down now.
Now batting.
Stepping in, Gary Sanchez. Hit the ball pretty well in his last at-bat, but it resulted in a line out. And now a swing and a miss, and that's what you call establishing the inside part of the plate. It's strike 1. Now the Dodgers get a right-hander up and throwing in their bullpen. And it's fouled away. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Swung on in the dirt for the 3rd strike. And the throw is made to record the 2nd out of the inning.
Now batting.
And that'll bring up Gleyber Torres. He went deep last time up.
The last at bat, Matty D, we heard this guy's a good fastball hitter. He got a fastball and didn't miss it. We'll see if they pitch him a little bit differently this time and mix in some off-speed pitches.
Dan, how hard is it to massage your way through such a deep lineup? I mean, even the 8th, 9th hole hitters are solid big league players.
You know, Mark, these days you're not seeing a lot of defensive specialists in the infield or outfield.
This one to right field and deep off the bat of Gardner. And this is called a foul ball. Maybe by a matter of inches that time. And now let's hold on a second here. It looks like the umpires are going to converge, and there may be some question as to whether or not that was really a foul ball. You can see him pointing down the right field line, and I would not be a bit surprised if they decide to go inside to have a look at this, and indeed they will do that. Okay, the umpires have emerged from the dugout with the ruling. And it is going to remain a foul ball. So they had it right the first time. But if there's any doubt, go inside and get this thing right. Off the plate and in. It's a ball and a strike. High and deep to right center. Bellinger looking up. And this one is gone. A home run. Into the box now, Aaron Hicks. He connects on the first pitch with a fly ball to center. Bellinger is camped under this one, and he will put it away to retire the side. Yankees get a couple on the 2-run home run through 5 innings, and this is now a 10-4 ball game. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Manny Machado. He was a
shortstop, Manny Machado.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Shoots this one over to first. Bird fields it cleanly. And he'll flip it to the pitcher covering for the out. Ready once again, number 13. Comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier. First offering on its way. No balls and a strike to count. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. A tough sinker on the inside corner. 1 out, nobody on. Hit on the ground down the first baseline, but this will be a foul ball, and it's still 0-2. And this is swung out and missed, so it's 2 up, 2 down to start the 6th inning.
I'll tell you, he's showing no signs of tiring right now. Still looks razor sharp from what I can tell, so I think he might last a while longer if he can keep this up.
First pitch of the at-bat. Gets a good piece of it there, but this is fouled off toward the third base coaching box. Swing and a miss. It's 0-2.
Hey, this is the game within the game right here. The hitter has to decide if he's going to change his game plan. Is he going to stay staunch and wait for him to miss over the heart of the plate or inside, or is he going to adjust his sights and try and drive the ball the other way?
Torres picks it up, throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. Nice job. Stepping up now, Aaron Judge.
Leading off for the Yankees.
Yeah, that last at-bat, Danny, he turned that fastball around. He didn't hit it a ton. He didn't hit it a country mile, but hey, listen, a home run is a home run.
Here comes the first pitch. Bouncer down the line. And there's 1 away.
Now batting.
Ready for another shot now. Didi Gregorius. He's looking to go 4 for 4 with a base hit right here. Here's the first pitch to him. And a swing and a miss at a ball in the dirt. Missed with a breaking ball. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Now a drive out to the gap in right center. Around first, digging for 2. And he'll pull into second with his 4th hit of the ball game.
Just goes to show you, if you're going to throw that 2-seam fastball away, which I don't think is the best pitch anyway, you better start that thing out of the zone and let it work its way back to the corner. With this one, it started out on the corner, so it leaked back right over the heart of the plate and got whacked.
Giancarlo Stanton now. He gets it hard on the ground to the left from his knees. And he is going to get him at first base. And my goodness, that was a highlight reel effort.
Oh, that's just an excellent play that time. Super high degree of difficulty on that one. And as an added bonus, not only does he get the out at first, but he also keeps that runner stationed on second base.
Now, oh my, this ball is crushed. Look at it go. And out of here. And I mean by plenty. That ball was crushed. Greg Bird connects for a 2-run home run as they've widened this lead to 8 now. Here's Miguel Andujar now. As the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike 1. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
You see a guy taking swings like this. I think as a pitcher right here, you got to expand the zone even more.
Pulled high in the air out to left field. Hernandez sprinting after it. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. So it's 2 runs here on 2 hits. Sonny Gray is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7. Striding forward now is the DH, Matt Kemp. He'll begin things here against Sonny Gray. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Takes a high fastball for a strike. Strike 2 at a pitch that catches the outside corner. Lifted in the air to straightaway center. Hicks is under it. 1 down. And now is Yasiel Puig. Career numbers against Sonny Gray. He's hitless in 3 at-bats. And that one stayed up a little high.
Ball 1, no strike.
Now a big swing by Puig, and he got a lot of this one out to deep left field. Gardner is back to the track as he takes it for out number 2. Ready for another chance? Austin Barnes. It was a single for him in his last at-bat. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Missed with a slider. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. Lifted down the line in left. And that will end up a foul ball. Popped him up. Sanchez is under it, and the inning is over. Stepping in and
leading off for the Yankees, catcher, Sanchez.
first delivery to him on the way. And he fouls this one off. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. Right-hander starts to loosen out in the bullpen now. And he chased one there as this is bounced to short. Machado has it. And a good throw gets him one gone.
The batter, number 25.
And that'll bring up Gleyber Torres. He homered earlier and is 2 for 3 to this point. First offering on its way. Oh, look out. Hot shot to third, and there are 2 away.
The left fielder, number 9.
Brett Gardner will stand in again as he looks for home run number 3 in the ballgame as we flash you back here to his second home run. This was back in the 5th inning as he has the long ball working in his first few at-bats. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. And it will end the inning thanks to a little help from his first baseman, and that'll be that. So the Yanks go 1-2-3, but they hold it. David Robertson has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th. So the lineup flips over and digging in, Brian Dozier. He homered back in the 3rd inning in this one. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Chased after that one, and it's 0-1. As we near the end of this one, I think it's safe to say that the story of the game has undoubtedly been the long ball. Guys, what do you think about what we've witnessed?
Well, as a former offensive player, I absolutely love it. Kudos to both lineups for doing absolute damage today. One of the most fun watches of the year.
You know, D-Roll, what this shows me is this new age way of guys going up there, and they're swinging hard. You need to make good pitches, quality pitches. And if you don't have command of the fastball, you're in for a long day. And we saw that here this afternoon, the ball flying out at near record pace.
First pitch of the at-bat. The breaking ball that time in for a strike. 1 out, nobody on. A wave and a miss. And here's a changeup in there for a called 3rd strike, and that's the 2nd out of the inning. Into the box now, Justin Turner. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. And a first pitch knuckle curve is a called strike. 0-1. Just off the plate and high, ball 1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Just a bit high that time as he misses for a ball.
What we're seeing here is a guy getting pitched to very carefully. It doesn't matter that there's 2 outs and nobody on. He's a threat to score even when he's standing in the batter's box.
The count now is 2-2. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. A dangerous changeup to miss high with that stayed out of the zone. Count remains full. A payoff pitch one more time. Fly ball out toward left center field. Hicks is under it. And that ends the inning. 1, 2, 3. Standing in.
Leading off for the Yankees, center fielder, Aaron Hicks.
First delivery to him on the way. Fouled away. Might have been looking to find that outside corner, but he couldn't quite get it there. It's 1-2. The 1-2. Hit hard on the ground towards second. Dozier fields it cleanly, and he will whip this one over to first in time for the out.
The right fielder, number 99.
At the plate, Aaron Judge. He was a ground out victim last time up. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. High pop-up. Turner waits on it. And he brings it in for the second out of the inning. Standing in a perfect 4 for 4 so far, Didi Gregorius. And we'll see if he can put together a rare 5-hit performance here. Wood into the windup. Here comes the first pitch. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1.
Listen, I'm not trying to make up an excuse, but this is this guy's 5th inning of work in this game out of the bullpen. Are you kidding me? Nobody goes 5 innings anymore.
2-0 now. Bullet back up the middle. And that'll get down out there for extra bases. And he will pull into second with a 2-out double. Boy, and they have not been able to get him out. This is now a 5-hit ball game for him here, and those don't come along every day. Next will be the designated hitter, Giancarlo Stanton. Runner in scoring position with Sugan. First pitch on its way. Now a hard liner. Foul. Gregorius at second with 2 down. Hit to third. And nothing will come of the 2-out double as the inning is over. Chad Green comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the 9th. Here's Manny Machado now, starting things for his side in the 9th as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. These guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional. Snuck that high hard one by him without a swing, but that's a pitch and location he can do a lot of damage with. Got to be careful doing that.
A ball and a strike now to Machado. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Right over the middle, knee high.
2 strikes.
And he takes something off there as this is swung on and missed, and there's one gone here in the 9th. Next up for Los Angeles, number 13. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Here's the first pitch to him. A high fastball is in there. Swung on and missed, outclassed by that fastball for a strike.
If you're going to catch up to a high fastball like that, it's all about getting that front foot down in enough time to allow your hands to start moving forward. He was way too late there.
Another 0-2 coming. And he misses with a high changeup that time, a dangerous pitch. Ready on 1-2. This is on the ground over to first. Bird has it, and he'll step on first himself for the out. So that'll bring in the National League rookie home run record holder Cody Bellinger. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. Here comes the first pitch. And that one just missed outside. And he misses again, 2-0.
Now with the 2-0 count and the power at the plate, it could be fireworks time. This is the kind of count he makes his money in.
The count now at 2-1. 2 out, nobody on. Wanted to go after the slider, but he holds off. 3-1. To first. Bird gloves it. And with that, I can finally say the 4 words I've had on my mind for what seems like an eternity. This ball game is over. 12-4 is the final in this game. So the Bronx Bombers played in an even dozen runs to come out on top today. CC Sabathia takes home the win. Clayton Kershaw slapped with 8 earned runs as he takes the loss. So that'll just about do it. For my partners Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching a presentation of MLB Network. So long, everybody.
Drive home safely.